Hey guys, welcome back to the Human Condition. This video is another video in our philosophy series, and this one is, what is the human design chart? This should be a pretty interesting one. This is something new I just completely learned about. It's pretty lit. It's kind of like astrology, sorta, but it's more like it's very complex and detail-oriented about one's day-to-day life, and it suggests that everyone has an energy type, and sometimes in life, when you feel drained and you feel like, why is everything feeling like it's not working out? It's because you're trying to live life according to a different energy type. So it suggests that there's 5 energy types. Energy types are generators, projectors, manifesting generators, manifestors. So yeah, starting off with generators. Generators are the energy types of people who are what it sounds like generate. So these people will generate energy, and they're kind of like the powerhouse of energy. So these are the people that you can rely on to boost your energy and motivate you. Apparently 70% of the population are generators. So these people do best in life, when I was researching it, is to respond to life. Instead of take action, but rather instead of taking action, they respond. So this means these people are very intuitive. So when they have a thought or a gut feeling, that suggests that they have the most amount of energy if they act off this gut feeling. So this would be like thinking, I want to do this or I don't want to do this, and they make it suggests that these people should actually make quick decisions of, I'll do this or no, I won't do this. They're very good at doing that. I'll do this or I won't do this, and they're very good at making decisions. They're also like the builders of the world. So like they're the people you can rely on, and they feel the most energetic when they're responding to life. So instead of taking action, they should respond. Like, I'll do that, or yes, I'll not do that. And they also kind of initiate, because it doesn't just mean respond to an external environment. It also means respond to their thoughts. When I was researching this, so it's pretty cool. They were sure to respond to their thoughts of like, I want to do this thing instantly, and trust their gut. So that's generators respond with their gut feeling, respond instantly to their thoughts, and respond instantly and trust themselves with their environment. Usually, not always, obviously, but usually. Then you have projectors. These are the people that are the least energetic type. No offense, but it's pretty cool energy type. Manifesting generators are the most energetic when I was researching this. You got generators, manifestors, projectors, and reflectors. Reflectors are the least, projectors are the second least energetic energy placement. Projectors need a lot of rest and a lot of downtime. They don't produce their own energy, they get energy from other people. But the cool thing about these people, they're pretty lit. They attract people. They're the people that really can attract a lot of people, and they're the visionaries of life. They're the people who have vision. They have vision, but they need sometimes that extra energy to get the oomph to do stuff sometimes, which is pretty cool. So they have visions, they're the dreamers, but they need that extra motivation to really make their dreams a reality. So they attract people, and they project their energy onto other people. People project their energy onto them. So they feel the most energetic when they don't force anything. Generators are able to respond to stuff, but it's highly suggested, when I was researching this, it didn't make sense to me at first. I was like, it said wait for invitation and generators to respond. I'm like, isn't that the same thing? But not necessarily. Generators respond to their own thoughts and environment. Projectors are highly recommended to maintain energy, to wait until other people invite them to do something, and attract people and cultivate their own sense of confidence and passions, and then wait for other people to be like, hey, you want to come do this with me? Or hey, you want to hang out? And this will give projectors the most amount of energy. They'll also gain energy from just hanging around generators, because generators push their energy onto projectors, because Generators, once they get a little too overworked up, they have to push their energy onto someone. They can push it onto projectors, who absorbs that energy and helps them guide that energy. Generators might have an idea, have energy, and projectors can help them achieve their desires. They're the visionaries, so they help themselves achieve their own desires, and generators to achieve desires, which is pretty cool. Manifestors, these are the ones that are supposed to take action. These people have very limited energy as well. However, they're the people that initiate stuff. They have dreams and realities, their own dreams as well, and goals, and they're called to take action, not wait like a projector, and not respond like a generator. They gain energy from thinking of something and wanting to make something. The problem is manifestors might have to rely on generators and projectors to fill the final outcome. So they might have an idea, but then they get like, I'm tired. And then from that point on, generators take that idea and are like, okay, what can I do with this? And projectors are like, hey, I can see it to fulfill that desire. And then projectors, then they pass it on to projectors, and then projectors help the manifestors achieve that goal. Kind of like a manifestor, generator, projector. So manifestors initiate, they run out of energy pretty quick like projectors. The only difference is manifestors can generate a little bit of their own energy, but not as much as generators. And then finally you have reflectors. Reflectors are the most empathetic and the least energetic of the signs, and they just take all the energy of their environment and reflect on it. Really makes sense to me. The response to this is, one is to respond, the one is wait for invitation. This one is wait a whole 28 days. So I was like, dang. So they just chill, they just lay around, chill, lay around, and wait 28 days to make decisions. But that's not necessarily what it means. It means since they're so emotionally empathetic, which is a good thing, pretty cool thing, actually, pretty cool placement. To make major life changes, they should wait a very long time to make a decision, because most of their own decisions are easily impacted by other people. They get overwhelmed by other people, take on the energy of other people, and have, similar to projectors, have a hard time making their own decisions. Projectors have a hard time as well, but they don't take everyone's energy. They only take one person at a time. So reflectors, since they take everyone's energy, really needs to reflect on major decisions, because they might make a mistake. If they act too quickly, they might do something that they didn't even want to do. Similar to projectors. And that's, yeah, so I thought that was pretty cool. So in conclusion, projectors, they're supposed to wait for other people, and they feel the most energetic when other people invite them to do something and validate them. They need some sort of validation, like, hey, you're doing lit, you're doing a great job. And then they're motivated to keep doing stuff, doing things, and achieving their vision and helping others achieve their vision. Manifestors can just don't have a lot of energy, but can just start things up real quick. And they might need generators and projectors to have enough energy to maintain that project, and then projectors to figure out where to take that project. Generators, the workforce, 70% of the population are generators. Roughly 20% of the population are projectors. I forget, like 20% are manifestors, I think. Generators are the most energetic. They run out of energy if they do something they don't want to do, basically. If they do something like they don't want to do, they'll run out of energy. If they respond to something or do something that their gut was telling them, I don't really want to do this, I don't have the energy to do this, they'll run out of energy. Or if they try to initiate too much like a manifestor, or they wait too much for other people like a projector, they'll feel drained energy-wise. Finally, reflector, they'll lose energy very easily, sadly, but they're still pretty cool people. Awesome placement. If they try to initiate too much like a manifester, they'll lose energy. If they try to respond based off their gut to something or their thought, like an idea, they'll lose energy. And if they try to wait for an individual to invite them to do something, they'll also lose energy. However, if they take in all the energy from other people and reflect on it and decide what they want to do, that's when they'll feel the most energetic. And finally, I forgot this, manifesting generators. This is just like a combination of manifestors and generators. And these are people who are actually the most energetic and highly more so than generators because they can initiate and often finish the projects. Not that manifestors can't, they just have a hard time doing so. So they get energy from starting stuff and continuing it. Whereas manifestors just starting it and generators kind of continuing it. So yeah, I thought this was pretty interesting. So if you ever feel drained, you might be, maybe you're trying to do something that doesn't align well with your energy placement. That could just be a coincidence though, you never know. I thought it was pretty cool. As always, thanks again for watching. Like, subscribe if you want. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next one.